This, I believe. I believe that life presents our lessons when we are ready, and that God decides when the student is ready. 7 years ago, I became physically disabled at age 24. Disability is a topic that hadn't entered my awareness before it happened to me. I only thought that disability was something unfortunate that happened to other people. Finding myself disabled has made me examine my self-worth, life value, and at times question whether or not I should go on living. I believe we are given only as much as we can handle. I have adjusted to the limitations that my disability has imposed on my body. Persistent and chronic pain has led me to believe in God. My faith gives me the strength to live with unrelenting physical pain. Following a back injury and 2 failed operations, I spent 3.5 years in bed. I believe the professor arrives when the student is ready, and pain has been and continues to be one of my teachers. During the years I spent in bed, my despair was overbearing and unforgiving. I would have jumped off a bridge, if only someone would have brought one to me. Arachnoiditis is a neurological condition which affects my back and legs. I can walk the distance of a block with a cane and can stand for about 10 minutes. Getting a wheelchair was my turning point. 2 years ago, my case manager suggested I get a wheelchair. I was horrified by her suggestion that I, who could walk, would get a wheelchair. She said it would be a means to getting me out of bed. Thinking about the prospect of the world outside my bedroom, I finally agreed to try the wheelchair. She went with me to the doctor and helped me fill out the paperwork. A month later, the wheelchair was delivered to my house. The mere sight of the wheelchair was traumatizing for my mother and me. I covered the wheelchair and put it in the garage. But as the weeks passed, stuck in my bedroom, restlessness finally tugged at my willingness. Gradually, my mother and I started using the wheelchair for trips around the neighborhood. I finally got the courage to take the wheelchair out in public. That first time was to the farmer's market. My own mother did not want to be seen with me. I did not want to be seen with me. I was so humiliated to be seen using a wheelchair. People staring is one of the aspects of using a wheelchair that can feel the most defeating. People grapple with guilt and look away. They rarely make eye contact or say hello. After several outings with my mother, I got the hang of using the wheelchair and felt more comfortable taking it out on my own. The wheelchair is a means to my freedom and has essentially given me the ability to participate in my life again. But this is not about the wheelchair. Coming to terms with having a disability has been a long process. Stigma exists in the world and within myself. It is impossible to change something so large and so pervasive. But once I accepted my disability, it matters less what other people think of me. Once I got past the horror of using a wheelchair, I was able to start living my life again. I realized that I am not alone. Everyone who has a disability must come to terms with their reality. And disability or not, we all face our challenges. I believe that challenge is opportunity. My life's work has led me to helping others with disabilities. This gives me strength and joy, knowing that I'm making a little difference in the world, one person at a time. I wake up in the morning with unforgiving physical pain, but knowing that I may help somebody else gives me a reason to get out of bed. The bridge is always there, but today I choose not to jump.